A SmackDown star moves to NXT, new champions crowned on NXT last night, and surprising future plans for a top Raw star have been revealed. It's all in the wrestling news right now. NXT is now Natalya flavored.
Bitch.
That's harsh.
That's what she likes to say. Every sentence ends with bitch. I'm here at the shops. Bitch. I'm here for my prescription. Bitch.
I like the idea of Natalya just kicking off at Boots. Giving me Cocodamol, bitch.
Yeah, bitch.
Natalya, I'm here to buy some hammers, bitch. Natalya was on NXT this week, making a shock appearance, whilst Cora Jade was gushing about some of her favourite stars from wrestling. And lo and behold, much to her surprise, and indeed ours, Natalya turned up.
Natalya did turn up. They had a little brief exchange about a Twitter DM that Cora Jade sent to Natalya after a live event many years ago. Natalya somehow found that DM from 2011 or something like that. How she's done that is beyond the realms of possibility.
Natalya did actually, she said very quickly, she said, oh, I went to DM you after you made your debut and saw the DM. I do that quite a bit where I go, oh, sorry, I didn't realise you'd messaged me in 2008.
Yes, but we had Cora, sorry to cut you off, Tom. We had Cora Jade sort of stand there going, I can't believe I'm still in front of Natalya. I could die. Which I don't care for, seeing me babyface going, I'm such a fan. I can't believe I'm still in front of Natalya.
She won't be the first person that said that in a slightly different context. Natalya then responded by saying, you are the future of NXT.
But?
And the future is orange. No, the future is bleak.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Just like EastEnders. A fantastic EastEnders ending, which then led into a sharpshooter. Cora Jade selling it like there's no tomorrow. Natalya is now going to take on Tatum Paxley, who's gone from behind the bar to a wrestler. Is she going to go with JB? Is she not going to go with JB? Who knows what's going to go on?
Oh, it's all very sexy on NXT.
BJ. Brooks Jensen. Yes, not JB. He's the other one.
You're thinking of Jux Brenson.
Yes.
His Ezekiel's brother. So basically the boat pulled into NXT. Cora Jade said, right, you're all on notice, you're all rubbish. And then it was Tatum Paxley who went, oh, I'll have a fight with you.
Yeah.
And Natalya went, all right. And that's next week. This is going to lead to Cora Jade and Natalya going again. And I really like how these sort of vets of the WWE roster are heading to NXT now. When they haven't got much going on the main telly show, they're heading to NXT to work with the younger talent. We've just seen Dolph Ziggler doing that for a bit with Bron Breakker, and now I guess it's Natalya's turn.
Yeah, if you're grooming these people for the main roster, why not have people who have been there for literally yonks, as we would say up here in the northeast of England, have them go down, pass the knowledge on, maybe pass a few tips and tricks on with the main roster style in ring and stuff like that. Work to the hard cam, bro. There's one for you. It's just have them pass on the knowledge. It just makes complete sense.
Is the hard cam over there? I never knew. Oh, okay, that's the hard cam. I thought you gestured, go to the hard cam. I was like, oh, mother.
See, that's what Cora Jade was saying, and Natalya was like, no, it's there. That's the one there.
Look straight down that one, sister. We saw a title change last night. Well, new champions rather than a title change, because the NXT Tag Team titles were vacated last week, and we have new champions. We thought the Creed brothers might go the full distance as they smashed their way through the entire tag team division until Pretty Deadly came out last in that gauntlet match and managed to beat them with spilled milk for the 1, 2, 3.
Oh my God. Elton Prince. Elton Prince is your NXT Tag Team Champion. It's a shame for Kit Wilson that he's called Kit Wilson when his tag team partner was given Elton Prince, one of the best names in professional wrestling history. And I make no bones about it, I'm not the biggest fan of NXT UK, but from what you see from Pretty Deadly, their character work is down. I assume they're very good professional wrestlers. It's a shock. There's heel champions now, and it's always good when the heels are running away from the baby faces, which are the Creeds. The Creeds are getting over as baby faces organically, I would say. It's a good little matchup there, heading forward into the future. Go on, Elton Prince! I love Elton Prince as a name.
You guys, as you say, fell over yourselves with the name Elton Prince last week. Elton Prince and Kit Wilson. Do you think they spent, when they were putting the names together, they spent too long on Elton Prince and then went, there you go, sorted? They're a tag team. Oh God! I've got to leave in half an hour. I've got to leave in 10 minutes.
Just the YouTube recommended this stuff from the 80s. It's all Kit. There's a tennis racket down there. Wilson. It's sponsored by Wilson. Wilson.
Thank goodness, because they nearly got called David Hasselhoff Tennis. That's what they'll be known as from now on.
Coming soon to NXT UK. NXT 2.0. Sorry, no doubt is David Hasselhoff Tennis.
It's another big name from NXT UK. getting moved up to the American roster. We've seen Volta / Gunther do the same. We've seen Pretty Deadly up there now. I mean, I don't know who it leaves in terms of stars for NXT UK. I think Nathan Fraser's probably going to be the next standout from that brand.
That's such an interesting name you bring up as we're sat here doing the morning news on this wrestling YouTube channel.
In other news, Nathan Fraser is about to make his NXT US debut. It was revealed in a short video from last night's NXT that he has a one-way ticket across the Atlantic Ocean and he's on his way to NXT from off of America. This is the former Ben Carter who appeared on AEW, and WWE went, we like him because he's from Jersey, which isn't, it's not quite England or the UK. If Jersey had a Facebook page, it would say it's complicated. and WWE said, hey, come do NXT UK for a bit, and then when all the dust settles, okay, you're over here, and so they did. Interesting seeing so many leaving NXT UK. I can't help but feel concerned. I
saw an NXT UK referee taking like sort of indie bookings around the UK again. It makes you think that maybe the end could be nigh for NXT UK, but it would be a shame to see that. But I don't know if that, with the death of World of Sport, things just stopped there, didn't they? Just about from where they were going.
Yeah, they kind of eased back on it a little bit. It was one of those things. Well, I mean, it just thinks NXT UK is still a great show.
I'll take your word for it, Tom.
It's still a great. I mean, it really is. Like, there's still lots of fun to be had on there. Like, I think in terms of like talent still left to come up. Obviously, Mustache Mountain are holding the fort down there. You've got Do you know what I like? I like Teoman and the little gang he's got with William Regal's son. That's really good. Watch it Thursday.
Do me hair.
Do your hair while watching it.
Do me hair.
Just turn the hair on low so you'll be able to hear it.
Gets in my eyes.
Malcolm Bivens. This is Ace. Malcolm Bivens.
Yes.
Now, WWE recently allowed people to start doing more third-party stuff once again, and Bivens taking full advantage of that. He's doing a comedy show at The Stand in New York City.
Just for one night only. New York City, rename that place The Stand and Deliver. It just writes itself, doesn't it? But Malcolm Bivens doing his comedy show. Should we read out this little thing here?
Yes.
Kyle Lewis presents Character Select Comedy. That sounds a bit like Control Your Narrative show, doesn't it? Comedy.
Don't bring them up again.
We'll feature comedians from HBO, Comedy Central, and The Tonight Show, as well as NXT star Bivens. Just tacked on the end there, but no doubt you'll blow the rest of them out the water because he's a very funny man. Show takes place on May the 16th at The Stand, 116 East Street.
A little bit of subtle comedy from the blurb here, where they've even got rid of Malcolm Bivens' first name, preempting what WWE will probably do in a bit.
Bivens.
From Bivens to Bobby, to our final story. Bobby Lashley. Now, this is intriguing. So every so often, I think it's PW Insider more often that get hold of the sort of the WWE top troops for Raw and SmackDown. So who they consider to be like the top stars on each show. And currently, it seems like in terms of plans for Bobby, he's being pushed as the number one babyface on Raw. That is expected to be the case for weeks and months to come.
Yeah, I mean, you look at that sentence on this sheet of paper right in front of us in isolation, and you're thinking, what? Surely there must be somebody else who's a bigger baby face than Bobby Lashley on Monday Night Raw, because the turn, while it's happened organically, I reckon, he was a heel, but he was so cool as a heel with MVP. Yeah. People just started cheering him, and he rips people's heads off. It's easy to cheer for. There must be someone else who gets cheered a bit more. You got Cody Rhodes, who internally is listed as the number 2 babyface on Monday Night Raw. I wish I had the entire roster here in front of me, because no doubt there's someone I'm missing. But no, it would appear Bobby might just be the biggest baby face. And it is a little bit surprising, but also not surprising. I don't know what to make of this.
Yeah, the list goes Bobby at number 1, Cody Rhodes straight in at number 2, like a single from Wham.
Hey, they sold out of t-shirts WrestleMania weekend.
Oh, they did, didn't they?
Yeah.
Oh, the ones with the dog on it?
Yeah, well, the wolf.
Cody, look at my dog. Oh, is it a wolf? I thought it was Pharaoh. Is he not a dog?
It's Pharaoh on steroids, isn't it?
Just a roided up Pharaoh.
Pharaoh from the 80s.
Scary roided Pharaoh. And then AJ Styles at number 3. On the heel side, Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, Edge, and Damian Priest.
No Chad Gable on that heel list. Despicable. Shoosh, whoever made this.
You'll be shocked to know as well the internals list Roman Reigns as the top heel on SmackDown and Drew McIntyre as the top face on SmackDown.
And Ricochet is number 2 babyface because there's nobody else. Maybe.
I think if it were up to me, I'd say they've been off the whole Raw and SmackDown divide.
That's such an interesting point you bring up again there, Tom, because it can't have come out of thin air that you've said that. It must be something leading to this.
Well, I may have done an open letter to the WWE telling them why they should end the brand split.
But using his mouth, not a pen.
I used my mouth and the words that fell out of it. And no ink were harmed. And you can watch it later on at youtube.com/Cultaholic and get more news throughout the day at cultaholic.com. Stay safe. Love you, bye.
Bitch.